Hi, today we're making a hearty butternut squash and black bean chili that's spiced with chipotle peppers. It's loaded with tons of fiber and vitamins, and it's just the thing to keep you warm on a cold winter's day. I always feel like I need to eat chili with something, and that something is usually rice, but rice spikes my blood sugar. So today I'm having my chili with cauliflower cilantro rice, and I'm serving it for the kids with regular basmati rice with all the fixings on top. Butternut squash is loaded with vitamin A and vitamin C, which are both immensely important for estrogen metabolism, especially if you're estrogen dominant, which a lot of people are around my age. And black beans are packed with protein and tons of fiber, which slows down the rush of sugar into your blood system. And besides, they taste really good together. So I hope you try this recipe.
Let's get started with cutting our butternut squash down into cubes. We have a medium-sized butternut squash and it's about 3 pounds. The neck of the squash doesn't have seeds, but the bottom part does, so I like to cut this down into 2 steps. I've cut the top part off and peeled it, and now I'm cutting it into even planks. Then I'm going to cut the planks into even rectangles by cutting the plank in half and half again, and then I'll turn and cut into cubes. I'm going to cut the bottom part in half and remove the seeds, and then turn and cut it into even semicircles, which I'll then cut into even sized pieces as best as I can. I'm really focused on making sure the pieces are even, which will ensure that the squash cooks at the same time and you won't end up with some overcooked pieces and some raw ones. So you should end up with about 8 to 10 cups of butternut squash. Next, you want to finely dice 1 yellow medium-sized onion because you don't want to have big onion chunks in your chili. Heat a large stock pot to medium and add 2 tablespoons of olive oil and let the onions cook down until they are translucent. Then add spices of 1 teaspoon dried oregano and 1 teaspoon ground cumin, followed by 3 cloves of minced garlic and 1 tablespoon of adobo sauce from canned chipotle peppers. This is the key flavor for this chili, and you want to cook all this until it's fragrant, which is just about 1 minute. Then add 1 can of diced tomatoes and let the flavors meld together until the tomatoes darken, or about 5 minutes. Add salt and pepper, then add 1 cup of vegetable broth and the cubed butternut squash. We don't need a lot of broth because this is a chunky chili. Bring to a boil and then cover and cook for 10 minutes. The squash may not be fully covered, but add a little more broth if you think you need it. After 10 minutes, uncover and cook for about 10 more minutes until the squash is almost fork tender. Add the black beans and cook for about 1 to 2 minutes. Add cilantro and a squeeze of lime and give it all a big stir. To make the cauliflower rice, I'm cheating here and using frozen riced cauliflower, and I'm adding it to a dry saute pan. Let the water evaporate, then add cilantro, lime, salt, and pepper. I'm plating my chili with some avocado, non-dairy sour cream, more cilantro, and a couple of tortilla chips just for some added crunch.
God, this is so good. It has an explosion of different flavors and textures. We've got the smokiness from the chipotle, the sweetness from the butternut squash, the meatiness from the black beans, and then the crunchiness from the tortilla chips. And I put a healthy dose of avocado on here for me, good healthy fats, and you've got the creaminess from that as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked today's video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more videos like this that work for both you and your family while keeping your health on top.